Hey guys, it's Destiny talking. Today I'm talking about life after college. Alright guys, so life after college was a topic that I put on my Instagram just with a little question asking people to tell me what they want me to talk about here on my channel. Obviously, I just graduated this past May, back in 2018. I did go to school for broadcast journalism where I am working at a news station here in Kentucky. But I will say that life after college is a little bit difficult. It's obviously about finding like what you really want to do. People may go to school for different things and end up not liking it. So you have to find a job, and it is kind of hard to find a job in your career path sometimes. For me, it really wasn't that difficult because I did stay in the same town that I graduated in and worked at a job that I had shadowed at multiple times. But that's not always the case for everyone. I mean, I guess number one thing that I could say, I'll give like about 5 different tips and pieces of advice. But one thing that I would definitely say, starting off with the number 5, would be just to make sure that you're being persistent. If it's being in a job field, if you want to go out and change actually what you want to do, don't really want to work in that career path anymore, just stay persistent in that and figure that out kind of towards the end of college to make sure you are knowing what you want to do. The number 4 tip that I would say is just to make sure that you're honest with yourself. So if you don't want to do what you actually went to school for, be honest with yourself. Just be honest with yourself. The number 3 tip that I would say is just to be open, because you could stay in the city that you graduated in, you could move, you could literally go anywhere, but make sure that you're open to all opportunities, because life after college is very hard if you don't get a job. So I think just being open to new possibilities, where you would want to go, if you do want to stay in the town that you graduated in. I know a lot of people do not want to stay where I graduated from, in Kentucky, but I think just getting that solid foundation and starting off before moving to a big city is obviously smarter than, just moving somewhere with, not that much money saved up, which that does work for some people. But me personally, I wanted to save money before I moved to the next city. I think we're on number 3. The number 3 advice I would have is just make connections with the people. Obviously, connecting and networking is one of the biggest things that I can honestly say that helped me when finding a job and how I've proceeded on with my life after college. So just make those connections. And the number 2 thing I would say is don't be too serious about it. Obviously, it's going to be tough if you have to pay student loans back or if you have to figure out what your next step is, but don't take it too serious. It'll always work out the way that it's supposed to. And then the number 1 advice I would have for life after college and when you're on the job hunt, I guess I would say, is just have fun. If it is in your career path, obviously that's great, but if it's not, you might be called to do something else. So just have fun with it. Life can be hard when you're struggling, trying to find a job, or trying to figure out what city you want to move to, where you want to live, what you want to do. So just have fun. Obviously, that's just 5 little tips that I have. Finding a job for me after college wasn't hard, but I was nervous. I got the call like the week of finals right before this Saturday that I graduated. So just stay hopeful. I know that time of the year is rolling around where people are stressed about what they're going to do, what they're going to find, if they're going to find that job and things like that. So I just say have fun, be open, make communications, and obviously don't take life too serious. This is going to be the end of this video, but stay tuned for my next one. I will be going on Instagram, so if you guys do want to add me, it will be my Instagram name will be below, so you will be able to add me. I'll probably put like a little screen recording right here so you guys can see my feed, but feel free to add me on there. I will do polls and questions to kind of see what you guys want to see here on my channel, so feel free to do that. And I'm going to be doing all of the things that were listed in my Instagram question. I will be doing all of them. I know a couple people wanted me to do a wig, how I lay down my wigs, what vendor I use for my hair, where I get my wigs from. They wanted an apartment tour, which I need to clean my apartment. And there was a couple other things like get ready with me in a day in my life, which obviously I've still got to get some equipment for vlogging and things like that, but stay tuned and I will be having that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you on my next one. Bye.